Hey guys, Marcus from Live Life Your Way here, and another video. Still going to work on that theme that we've been working on for a little bit in terms of food, dietary. One of the video I've talked about insulin spikes, I've talked about insulin resistance, I've talked about your receptors, I've talked about some of the best ways to actually, or a good way, and some of the best ways to actually throw those sugars in if you want to, when to. What I'm going to talk about here is, I've just had a big meal, and in that meal I've had some sugar, I've had some carbs. I work in an office, or it's dinner and I'm not going to be active. How do you offset all of those carbohydrates, those glucose, those sugars going into the body? Now remember, carbs, starches, it's all glucose, it's all sugars, it all breaks down the same way. How do I offset some of that? Do something simple. You've just had dinner, so you've just put food in. How do I burn some of that off, but I'm not going to the gym? Clean up. Do the dishes. You're moving. You're moving the muscles. You're burning calories. Make the bed. Tidy wardrobe. You're in the office. Okay. Walk around the office and do your paperwork and move from desk to desk. If you're stuck at a desk, calf raises. Nice and simple. Just raise those calves. The soleus muscle is actually very good at burning calories. It's a really good muscle to use. So if you're stuck at a desk, you've just had a big lunch, you come back to the office, you're in front of your computer or at your desk doing your work, you can't get up and move around, do some calf raises. Burn those calories off. Working the muscle will simply use up that glucose. You've got to burn it back off again. Simple as that. Do something, move in some way, shape or form after you've had those sugars and after you've had that meal. That's it. Don't sit down and do nothing. That's the worst thing you can do. I've just had a big meal, I've just had a big dessert, I'm going to sit in front of the television. Yeah, well, where's those sugars going to go? They're going to get stored as fat. They're going to insulin spike you. I've just had a big lunch at the office. I'm not going to the gym afterwards, I'm going to be sitting down at my desk. Same problem. You're going to store it as fat, you're going to insulin spike. Alright, you're going to have this huge big energy boost, and then you're going to drop like a stone. We've talked about burning off all of the fuel, the glycogen stores on your muscle. That insulin is going to keep spiking, it's going to keep wanting to burn more sugars. So do something. You've had that meal, you've had that sugar, you've had that glucose, you've had starches and carbs. Burn it. Either that or just completely increase your protein intake and not have the sugar. But if you've had that meal and you're sitting at a desk, sitting at a TV, that's the worst thing you can do for your body. Get up and move, do something, be active, use those muscles to burn the calories off. And then you can sit and chill afterwards or do your work. Okay? If you've got any questions about that, happy to help out, happy to answer those questions. Have a look at some of the other videos I've done to talk about the same subject. Yeah, just trying to keep your life simple, make you aware of what you're doing to your body and keep you healthy. Stay safe. See you on the next video.